So we're gonna record the video diary for the camera shots and angles media practical this week. So let's get started. What's the first shot? The first two shots, extreme long shot and long shot, and yeah, generally these two shots are used for scene setting mostly, and can't really think what else. Yeah, mostly scene setting, and it shows the sort of area the scene's about to come. Usually comes at the start scene, sometimes at the end of the scene to increase the impact of what's just happened to the audience. So what's next? Then we get the panning and tilting. Again, you get panning in movies, and again this shows setting mostly, gets the audience a good feel for what's around in the the surrounding area. Tilting you do get, but it's mostly done in things like documentaries where it's quite harsh, quite fast, quite quick, and quite striking to the audience. So there we go then. Oh yeah, first shot, medium shot. Medium shot is mostly used to build characters, to be honest. Shows what they're wearing, how they're moving, what they look like, but you don't really get into the sort of fine details of what's happening until you get to the close shot, which I think is next. Close up, yeah. This is a classic sort of basic shot as well as medium shot, which is where you get the facial features and sort of the upper torso of the body is what you sort of see first. But then yeah, classically used a lot in lots of most films. I'd say every single film has a close up. And where does it go then? We go into the shot of the phone. That's an extreme close up, as well as the next shot, which is directly of the face. This is used to show emotion, show action, such as using the phone, shows what they're actually doing, and sort of just increases the sort of because the close up is here, it's where the sight is. It increases the audience connection to the character, because you're not quite POV shot, but it's effectively you're seeing what they're seeing. So where do you go from then? Oh yeah, burst through. Now this was difficult to do because I had very limited amount of people to help me with this. Well, I had myself, and so I couldn't really get a tracking shot. I put it on a skateboard, the camera, and tried to push it along, but it's just so much harder than I actually thought. And so in the end, I had to end up holding it like this and just pushing it as I ran. So I sort of went with a really awful, cheesy, slow motion shot. But yeah, this is used to show movement generally, and yeah, I can only apologise for that one. Where do you go from there? Then we go to our bird's eye shot, which I hope you appreciate, because that was an absolute nightmare to do. Got my hands dirty. Well, yeah, I put that on the roof, so pointing down and yeah, looking as I came out the door, and that was difficult. But generally, that shows sort of setting and layout. Maybe not so much setting, but layout of everything. So like. Often in a sort of bank heist movie, you'll get a bird's eye view of the area and how they're going to get from A to B and that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's not used as that much, but often you might get a large sort of crane shot, which ends up being a bird's eye view. But yeah, it's not used that much. Where do we go from then? Then's the that scene. Let's carry on from there. Oh yeah, next one coming up. That's the BOV shot. WOV shot. The worms. The worm eye view, and so in that one, it's basically the same as a bird's eye view, just on the ground, looking up at the characters. I'd say it's probably used more than a bird's eye view. It's often sort of used in movements, like sort of chases, like in shows like Sherlock and Luther. But yeah, it's used more often than a bird's eye view. What we got then? I've got a low angle shot. Again, shown with movement, shows the sort of looking up, makes a character look big and strong. If you're at the bottom looking up and they're looking up, like a giant. So often done in movies such as Goal is notorious for using a lot of low angle shots, from using this high angle shots at the start, so where it's looking down, makes someone look small, and then by the end, he's this giant figure. He's from the ashes. So what's next? Oh yeah, then we go to the high angle shot, which is shown. Yeah, as I said, sometimes used to make a character look small and that sort of stuff. From there, we go to the POV, sort of self-explanatory. Puts the audience in the character's shoes, where he's running along, walking, doing actions. You do get some films which are nearly all POV, sort of Blair Witch Project sort of thing, and that's used to sort of make the audience have a bit more connection with the character. And then lastly, I think that's it actually. I messed around a little with that one. So, yeah, thank you.